What Jehovah God cannot do
does not exist.
Pastor Jerry, God has shown me and my family great mercy. About a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with a heart disease. According to the report, my heart could not pump enough blood to the rest of my body. And just before then, I had passed out playing football with my children. When this happened, my wife laid her hands on me, cried out to God, and by his mercies, I regained consciousness. Now, in the session subsequent to that with my doctor, he mentioned that I was fortunate to have regained consciousness because this same condition was taking out a lot of young people in these times. Well, we put this issue on the altar of fire, and on several occasions, you mentioned this case, proclaiming reversal.
I don't know why they say your heart is not pumping enough blood. It's not pumping enough blood. As you return, what they saw before, they will not see it again. They will not see it again.
I received it, I soaked into it. My wife joined me in prayers and we received and soaked into it. And you also mentioned that we should go and have the test done again so that we can take our evidence. On the 13th of August, 2023, I went to have the test done again. And Pastor Jerry, this is where it gets exciting. At the medical lab, I kept playing a short clip of one of the prayer sessions on NSPPD. And once I was praying, the Spirit of the Lord prompted me to keep the prayer on, even once I had gone in for the test. Now, when I got in, I realized that the doctor who is supposed to be the best cardiologist we have in Ghana, he heads the department at one of the biggest teaching hospitals in Ghana. He was to run the test. He was the same doctor who did the first test for me. And so when he put the device on me, the first question he asked me was, "Why are you here? What are you here for?" And I referred him to his first test. And then he said that, "Well, your heart is fine. Your heart is completely fine." I mean, he was literally thrown aback when he saw the screen and what was displayed on the screen. He actually showed it to me. He turned it and showed it to me. But I mean, because I'm not a medical person, I didn't understand what was going on. But then I clearly understood where he was coming from because he's the same person who did the first test. He asked that, "What have you been doing? Who is your doctor? What medications are you on?" And then I used to think that, when people give their testimonies and they are saying all these things about doctors, it's just an exaggeration. But I saw this with my naked eyes, and now I understand. Now let me explain this here. The heart was supposed to be pumping at 45%. That was what was diagnosed. And now, when the test was done, it had jumped from 45, not to 50, not to 55, but to 64. And the range they had given was 55 to 70. So you can imagine the number of steps, the miracle had jumped my pump or heart rates to, or the pumping rates to. And I give God all the glory because this could have been anything else. It could have been a sad story for my family. I don't know how the family would have managed going through grief and all that. And by God's mercies, I know my purpose on earth is not done. And so God, through his mercies, through his prayers on this platform, NSPPD, he has brought me back to life in full health and strength. And I give all glory to God. I give all praise and honor to God. God bless you, Pastor Jerry. God bless you, Mami Eno. God bless you, Pastor Oguro and Pastor Oke of God, and the entire NSPPD family for all the corporate prayers. What God cannot do
does not exist.
What Jehovah God cannot do
does not exist.
Thank you.